what if our financial system wasn't built for cash and paper, but for artificial intelligence? That's the wild idea behind a concept called iFinoid. Today, we're going to break down what that could mean for the future of, well, your money. And this quote right here, it really nails the problem. Our whole global financial system, it was designed for a world that just doesn't exist anymore, a physical, cash-based world. It was never built to keep up with the speed and the complexity of today's real-time, borderless economy. And because of that mismatch, you get this huge amount of friction. The legacy system is slow, it's often really exclusive, and it's just incredibly fragmented. It literally denies billions of people access to a modern financial life because it's chained to these old ideas about borders and institutions. And here's the human cost of that. Just think about this number for a second. 1.7 billion adults around the world are completely locked out of the modern financial system. They're totally unbanked. And the inefficiency? It's not just an idea. It has a staggering price tag. This number, $48 billion. That's how much money is lost every single year, just in remittance fees. You know, when people are trying to send money home to their families, that's almost $50 billion that just vanishes into the cracks of the system. And then there's the trust issue. It's just falling apart, especially with younger generations, right? Confidence in traditional banks has absolutely plummeted. They look at this system and see something that just doesn't get their digital, global lives. So, okay, the old system's broken. What's the fix? Well, this brings us to iFinoid, which pitches itself not as just a better bank, but as a whole new kind of financial species. So what is iFinoid? Well, at its heart, the idea is that you get your own personal, autonomous AI banker, what the creators are calling a financial humanoid. The whole mission is to democratize global banking by putting the power and the intelligence back in your hands. This table does a great job of showing where iFinoid is trying to fit in. You see, unlike a neobank that's just focused on giving you an account or a crypto wallet built for speculation, iFinoid's whole reason for being is intelligent execution. It uses a digital system that's backed by real-world currency for stability, it has AI baked right into its core, and it's designed from day one to be regulated. All right, that's the big idea. But how does it actually work in practice? Well, the whole concept is really built on two main pillars that have to work together. First up, you've got what they call an intelligent financial agent. The best way to think about it is like your own personal digital twin. This AI is programmed to act only in your best financial interest. But, and this is super important, only within the rules that you explicitly set for it. So, what do these agents do? Well, think of them as your own financial pro. They can handle simple stuff like making a payment or give you advice on a bigger decision. They can even talk to other agents to negotiate a better deal for you. It's all about reducing the mental load of managing your money. Okay, but wait, what about control? I mean, is this some rogue AI just running wild with your money? Nope, not at all. These agents are designed to help you, and they are bound by the policies you set. They always need your okay, and they work within very clear limits. You're always the one in charge. So that agent, that's pillar number one. Pillar number two is the fuel that makes the whole engine run, the iFinoid coin. This is basically a digital asset designed so all the agents on the network can settle up with each other instantly. And let's be super clear here. This is not a speculative crypto asset like Bitcoin. The iFinoid coin is a regulated settlement tool. It's fully backed by fiat currency, like dollars or euros, so it's designed for stability and usefulness, not for wild price swings. Its only job is to move value around the network, not to be an investment itself. So you take these two pieces, right, the smart agents and the stable settlement coin, you put them together and you get to the really big long-term vision, what they call the agent-to-agent economy. And this is really the end game. The idea is, as more and more people and businesses join the network, their AI agents can just start transacting directly with each other. This creates a whole new financial layer that just bypasses the slow, expensive, traditional banking system. It makes transactions instant and incredibly cheap. And this isn't just some dream, by the way. There's an actual phased-out plan to get there. It starts with development, then rolls out to specific regions, really focusing on high-demand communities to build up speed and scale up users step by step, with the goal of hitting over 4.7 million users by the final phase. So the real magic moment is what's called critical mass. That's the tipping point where the network basically becomes its own ecosystem, when most of the transactions are happening inside, from agent to agent. In that world, your AI pays for your coffee by talking directly to the coffee shop's AI with no bank in the middle. The old system just becomes the on-ramp and off-ramp for getting cash in and out. So, what does this all mean for you? If this whole vision comes to life, it could completely change how we think about and interact with our own money. The entire system is built on these 5 core ideas: putting ethics first, embedding intelligence everywhere, designing it so everyone is included, operating at a speed we've never seen, and rebuilding trust through total transparency. And this quote, I think, just sums it all up perfectly. The goal isn't just to make a slightly better app that sits on top of the old broken system. It's about building entirely new plumbing, a new financial foundation that's actually designed for the world we live in now, the AI era. Which brings us to a really fascinating question for all of us. The people behind iFinoid are betting big that our financial future will be managed by AI. So what do you think? Is a personal, trusted AI going to be the thing that guides, simplifies, and handles our financial lives one day? It's a pretty powerful thought to leave you with.